kind of having some reservations about what I just posted on as a comment on Lauren Trahan's thing. But I mean, I had no bad intentions. Still was funny. It's already happened. What happened in the past is past. Don't make it last by dwelling on something that's slowly diminishing. Hopefully. Or it can escalate. You need to elevate when it escalates. But I need to take the stairs. Like this. You have to take the stairs in that case. This place is a mess, please. Don't look at it. I had a rough night. Worried about my cat still. Trying to avoid talking about it. Probably will end up talking about it because I want to do some rins. And that always stimulates me to want to explore what's in my head. So that's what I'm going to do. My lovely stepdaughter has been very helpful with my cat situation. Very helpful. Thank you, Crystal. The truth shall set you free. I want to read some. I can get into a groove reading them where I'm like, it's like I'm not even reading them. But it usually takes me a couple. I think I want to try to write one on here to show you my process. I don't want to read this one, but I'll go for it. So fake snowflake. You ever meet someone so fake that they smell like manufacturing? Like their eyes are automated? You don't know if they have the same creator. They smell with digits, not olfactory. Do you feel like their ideas are calculated? Their idea of morals are estimated? Do they become plural off of decimating? They become plural off of decimating, and without a program, guesstimating. You know, Kenner made Barbie, so I put a stake on the Barbie because the day they lost their virginity, there was marketing team and they say, that's not a knife, this is a knife. You ask them to explain their brains estimating. And when it comes down to real and explaining how they feel, they hold up a shield, their face looks red. And they answer a question with a question like it's in a lesson they learn, less than later. But when it comes to learning finance, or the goals and destinations in that realm, it's like they're gestating. They can even have seeds that don't have swab, don't eat guavas or anything from the east or equator. They have conversations with the escalator, don't react to the real shit on the news, but keep the best of data. But when you request a quota, a mess of mortars, and even for a pedophile, they're the best supporters. And if you request a quarter in bad shoes, you might lose. But if you wear the right shoes, the right wing tip, they might leave you the best unless you're from across the border. And that's the tip, I guess. It's the tipping point. Their eyes are sort of crossed. They might support a cross. Or never star-crossed lovers. And are crossed when they discover the cross. But the cross just hovers on their neck like electromagnetism. Like those trains in Japan. And how strange of a man for me to bring it up that way. Because they can claim it can maim for it, but are lame as shit when it comes to explaining what's in the biblical. It's like they can be diabolical, eat tasteless food and have a low diastotical, and have a lot of pragmatism and are kind of cool. Can be lying a fool and lie to you like they went to lying school. Can apply a tool and live and die by the rules, and will deny it too, and it actually becomes what they're trying to do. Not as well as the people from China do, but only that the Chinese are wind-up tools. That's what they think. take all of their credit from all kinds of schools of thought, but they bought the right, and it becomes reassigned to who? They go to town on a mission, look at you sideways when you bring up the easiest subjects, and look at an object looking at you like an object, like it's a subject of neglected wisdom. Then they upload it into their mainframe, like their skin's a prison. Do they make snap decisions on what will affect millions with optimism? And give your life-changing decisions without the feeling of an organism? Do they sit still during music, get big eyeballs, and look bright as if their ears pulled a light bulb string, and say this and delightful, sing, off-key with an intense heat, forming in their dead scape, giving them a red face, which is straight-laced. So it's the only indicator that they're agitated, every so often perspirate. Do they see a person they hate, have a straight face, and smile jovially? And when that person leaves, they blatantly state how they hate the person or configuring the papers to take over their estate? And that's worse than just showing some hate in a little gesture or power language. They're kind of strange. This next paragraph is just making me estranged from the people in which I speak. They're like evil and they leak. Oil, probably. But suddenly dissipates in something generic, which seems distant in the sum slate, would continue the lesson, not stressing at the same pace, with the same face they always have at the chalkboard. Or it's awkward because they don't talk board at the chalkboard, but are motivated by something different than a talk with the Lord. So you wonder if they're smiling. They're going to keep being dutiful and cuneiform and in uniform to keep you informed. But when you're too informed, you wonder if it's blankness or stankness inside their human form. If it's an average day, they can get leverage in a way that's nonchalant. Because challenged or not, they keep the same stance with the lame glance. If they have nothing inside of a brewing storm, it's like their skin is a prison. They make the most askew decisions. Their humor's obtuse. They're not used to expression. We can express aggression without even the slightest projection. But it seems like everything they do is connected to protection. But they seem so calm and they're unbothered by the strangest things in an election. They always had that, all the provisions. Knowing something they don't seem something, it's an insult. It cuts like an incision. And when you inform them of something, it's like you inform them of nothing. And they have to outdo you with something to do more instead of like opening a door. They're hoping they know more because they should. If you know more, it's like I wish a nigga would. They get into stigmatism when a speck of light hits the cross. They wear sunglasses in church, have a glass jaw with a right cross. It's pathetic, the same, and they have a Catholic name like Jake Paul, and they could be faking all and break the laws and still be taking off. And after they break it, it seems like that section of the law is breaking off. Of course they would put on this movie. I have it on shuffle. I didn't even put it on. I think I've read this one before. It's long. I'll try it. What is that, a boot? I make you run away, take my one today, say what I want to say, it's always a sunny day in Philadelphia, kill yourself, I'll use for pun to play, pass your puny plays that aren't punitive. I know where your eunuchs live, Ricky, Tiki, Tavi, Cobra Kai, dickheads, what you done today, I have fun fillet. My gun is gray, a Kenner's cunning, okay, KO the KKK, you know there's no way, the G.I. Joe was got so gay. I go gonzo on you, not in kamikaze, Nazi, obnoxious way. Okay, KK, I know your knots are tangled weaves, I'm like gangrene, I'm like the Eagles play. Put your piece away, you piece of shit, you shih tzu. A person from Pittsburgh's a panther, I'm the answer, you're like a cancer. If you're at the 10 roof, you wouldn't be a tiger. They're from Africa, you'd be a prancer, or Rudolph. While I'm blitzing, knocking you off while I'm knocking, who's there? Banana. Who's bananas? I'm the answer and the question to your answers. I'll snap back like luau bandana. You will bono bobozo, I'll say yasu to you assholes while I'm boozed off some ouzo. I'll make you feel as awkward as doing judo with Juno. You can't even fake I'm schizo with my verbal jujitsu. You just slow-mo. Simeon, I'm speeding again over the median again while you move in slow-mo. You all sloth Mothra, I'm the Godzilla. Who's hit to kill you? Fuck your Millen folder. I'm your I'm the Godzilla who's hit to kill you. Fuck your Manila folder and your Sisyphus boulder. I'm a guerrilla soldier. What I mold is realer. Plus you smell like a sissy puss, you have a suckle pacifiers. I see your passive-aggressive Lucifer's fire. Acting meaty until the media crucifies. You looking all like crucifix. You looking all cruciferous on crucifix higher. Then the Rastafarian, but you'll rest in fire. Of course you take the water course, you have less desire. My force is flyer, like the Philly Flyers. I'm too short on your boulevard. Mess with your minds and leave them Mullet Martin underneath, keep killing in Mars. I'm Romare Bearden, you just rested to be racist, Beauregard with no regard. Go drink a hoe garden, because where you're going when your comb overs overcome, there will be no pardons. No 9 to 5, golly pardon, no dolly pardon, no jolly fat man, one night joyfully jot you folly, I've got moxie, you cannot box me. You can't put me in a box. And you can't box me. I'm not far left, but I got a left. While you left with your 2 left feet, and knock-kneed, while the composed flows of a Bach breed. While you jockey a snot steed, we don't go Godspeed. Your flock of fucks look like docking ducks. While I grant the Fuhrer nothing like Grant Fuhrer hockey pucks. You look like Disney's Almighty Ducks at the beginning when they sucked. It's that and that's the end of your luck. Well, Harriet Tubman will end up on Bucks. And Timbuktu will be a big fuck you. To you too, when it's in history books. Your history hysterectomy leaves you with misdirected misery. Even Stephen King doesn't believe in kings. Mr. Man, mad because you've lost your land and I wrestled with it. And the lesson in this is use your sedan. I'll take you over on every turn in the Tesla. Why would I boycott when I can burn koi bots on Facebook, you basehead fucks, Space Cadet Musks? Your MP3s are empty on E. And back in the day, your tape cassette sucked. You could take some Percocets. I'm Generation X. Even leave you worthless Generation Z. You should have admiration for me. I never had an app do my work for me. I've everything that you noodles would want to be. My doodles are better than what your computer creates decree. Why don't you go get a degree? When you go and Google 1, 2, 3, don't be mad I have a mad eye, a gadfly who's madfly. You know whose life don't matter. Gnats like you. I'll go nuts and make you sad, sigh. You got no gonads, guy, and you're all the same line. Lindsay Lohan on Friday, I'm glad I'm the GOAT, I gotta gloat. You chumps afraid to read what I wrote. You're so obsessed with me that I can't ghost. I puncture rod with no principles, you're as visible as a Trump parade float. The slaves sought to be freed, and I got Godspeed with the help of a heroine named Harriet. Ghosted. It's hilarious what I've posted. You can't flow, bitch. It's a hoot more than blowfish. And hilarious fuckers. Call me Darius Rucker. I'll tax you with tariffs, you tuckers. Chucking in my Tesla chariot. And share it with abolitionists. I'm breaking barriers, brothers, like warriors, withers. You look like Mr. Burns and Smithers. You can in your ass as Werthers. Jammed up your candy ass. I know I'm ramming, but that kind of ram you can't learn a computer class. That you can't even pass like that candy in your pewter. You can't maneuver the masses, especially when you maneuver like manure and molasses. What I make is bold, I break the mold. You're in the money is nothing when you're in youngins, though. I'm more enduring than tungsten. You can't mine for diamonds. My tongue sins. You're dumb dim. Sleeping on me is woke as Rumpelstiltskin, trying to experiment with the Olsen twins. Skins like the Doublemint twins. I'm bursting your bubblegum, bubble your blow. Fuck your Beelzebub government hoe. I'm 007 again. I'll double down. Fuck a black or red, you better bet on brown. Back to my bread and butter. You double dribble, I triple double, like Rip. When I rip through the rubble, hit hoops, and I hit from the huddle. Like Pat Croce was coaching, egg on your face and I'm poaching. Like dumbasses do in the jungle. I run faster than you, my brain is more quick, and my train will not run off track. I'll treat you like I did on this track. My locomotive will make you look lilac. Your locomotives will make you look crazy, crackers. I got my easel, that's lazy backwards. But you're so backwards I praise you like that. I won't praise, but I pray for my prey, and you're just an appetizer. Like the kind you get at Applebee's that you pay for with your Apple Pay. I play with people because I'm in the mood. Even though you're not supposed to play with your food. It's just your attitude makes me mad at you, so your food for thought has already been chewed. Now Google ABC and watch the news. Your obnoxious views are toxic too. And terrible too, you got unbearable booze and your dogs are don'ts, like doing diddles and cuckooing kitties. Kill yourself before you fulfill yourself. You have horrible yous, the tradition of Confederate fucks and consider it beautiful blues. Have dutiful dudes and be abolitionists for your unreadable ruse. If you love the idea of Jesus and Jews and you think that them demon dudes and the crisis and crude and ISIS don't terrorize Americans as much as they do, then you think outside the box, think outside the box then. Then take outside the box and use the diamonds in the boxing ring and knock off their socks, they'll still have no soul. That's what Josh sings, I call it my Rocky Balboa light bulb, a boxing diamond ring in the box. I rhyme and sing to ring their bell to rebel against Ronald Reagan and Republican rhetoric made from Bannon from hell. Remember these bumbling idiots for cracking the Liberty Bell. You can't tell that don't smoke integrity greens, their integrity's well. Gobbledygoo, deprived, lurking jive turkeys who live in a life lurking. Martin Luther King's perfect. And they're full of defects. And when you go to Ford with your reflect, don't be a reject. Project 25 is fortified with as many nutrients as Colt 45. And you can learn more from the project than you can from CULT Colt 45. That was a terrible read. Out of breath, control your breathing. I know that I'm not deceiving. I'm not leaving. I'm just like sitting here this evening. It's evening. It's bright here. It can say, it stays bright in Michigan. It's like, yo, I like this. When I'm sitting in this position up in the sun, in the fucking nighttime, for getting tan on this one. The man, black and tan is a beer. I don't need that. I don't even need no duels, but I'm full of you. Because you're fool's gold, and I got it, and who's told? Me, I tell that to these tortured fake souls. I don't care, because fortune makes gold. Yo, but gold is fortune, I put the wheel on it, though. Spin the wheel past Ajax, I got it, I detect like Kojak, and you can get off my Bozak. I know that I'm like Jack the Lego maniac, but more an egomaniac attack, when then you can't get with this, like a pack of the Mac in the back of the act. Whatever. Warming up. This is called Laverne and Shirley Tough. Next beat, I guess. Focus, Josh. Relax. There's nobody here. Laverne and Shirley are tough. Yo. I'm not gonna say yo 1,000 times. It's played out. Turn my headphones up. You didn't get up early enough. Yeah, but only make stuff disappear because I'm barely enough. But I want to be like more like Laverne and Shirley and stuff because they worked hard. It works hard. Psych, neither is riding a motorcycle. My motor skills will beat you every hump day, which is every day. You gotta Rumpelstiltskin skills. You sleeping on me. I can hump gay. I already did this one. I did this one already the other day. It's really good though. Let him do that. I hump gay. Just leave it at that. Yo, but what you chump say? Yo, but that God, who cares what Trump said? But I'm just pumped, pay me for my pumps, like Reebok pumps, like I invented them because I be no chump. Yo, but I get it on the hump day. That's every day. I make every day your Wednesday. Even Thirsty Thursday and TGI Friday. Yo, but Saturday is Saturday 9 to do it my way. That one too. This one has no title. Here we go. Yeah. I'm gonna grow into what I know is new, but it's not new. I give boo-boos to your bot, boo, like it's a hot human. It's not a thought, though. It's a bot, bro. What do you think is a robot? All my Android is just a robot, like Dan Aykroyd. Then they can act annoyed, but once somebody with no tact toys with robots, it makes them attack black boys or men. They probably go destroy boys to men. For their choice of men, probably a whiteboard instead of a blackboard. It sounds so bad to leave both black and whiteboard. Sight for sore eyes, and I sound that's even more sore. Ooh, it's getting hot and humid. I know what I'm looking at. I got a lot of hubris, and I'm not Judas Priest. I'm like a Christian Muslim Buddhist, a beast, and do what you look over and overlook what you're not at. A voyeur like a nudist beach, the most brooding breached. Lewd, Leech, Robin, Pepe Le Pew, Peach. On Robin Leach, Robin Hood's like opposite day Robin Hood and White Hood drinking and Arnold Palmer while he spites woods like he could and Kaepernick rocking Nike overstands but never stood. He's the new Neil Armstrong and Jake Paul makes the Navy so his arms not look strong. I say to myself if I don't stand for something and for it I don't have something that stands. Kneeling might get me dealing with squeals, but I won't be like Drake making those kind of mistakes and all in my feelings and probably because with all that money they see their exes with XY and Z and horny Z only because they're lonely and horny and scorn their XYZ PDQ. Got alimony for an LBGTQ. Honey or another money dick, and if you don't know what the acronym is, examine your zipper pretty darn quick. And they're horny not because they want the head, but because they have horns on their head and they honk their horns. Which at this point is probably red. Paint the town red, ain't the clown red? And Rudolph is mad because he's hunting down sleds. To get the loot off them, goes on the roof, get the goof who wants to shoot off them. I'm too lawful. I just have a joyful jawful, without being like Santa Claus, all full and awful. Lisa, have a job. Not like Jake Paul, full. Sally could probably make Jaws full. Just look on TikTok. There's a sick flock of folks with lots of jokes, for faces with lots of yolks. To the billionaires, TikTok on the internet is like that's all full. Which isn't fool's gold. It's soulful soul food that makes you feel more whole than Whole Foods. Yes, that was kind of weak. Big brother's a big brother. I get it gathered together for rather review of a dude who's different when he's better than your blue. And every endeavor you do is never you knew. Held together with glue, it's the busybodies with nothing better to do. The spying ensues, buying abuse. The people in power are like terrible twos. Throw P&DPs, pry while I poop and pee. How stupid is these? I'm not trapping for cheese. Chip on the shoulder, bolder than Bloods, colder than Crips. I should, it's worse than a whip. Senator sit. Fuckers are fat, tuckers aren't tatted, aren't it in hard hats, hang at bars like bats. They don't want to know, they're gonna know. They're like guano though. Donate though for Dunkin' Donuts while I listen to fucking flowbots. I say they're sick like figurative. My narrative was very naive, it's the other way on backwards. My words are black, your birds are whack. I heard that hack. You had to be narcissistic. Nervous records is not how you know what you know. Know what you know is nuts and woes, and you have her just a pose. I'm just a rose that grows like Maya Angelou's. You're juxtaposed, the dusty rose, the plastic flowers. It's an hour past Jurassic Jowlers. Now the hourglass won't pass the powers unless it's a class of cowards. Fast forward in the past are poor words. Quarter on a class of more work. The first won't be last at first. Just worry warts. Who work so hard? The doors ajar. Reward of war. Ignore the art. I open doors. Do what I'm told and hope, of course. The tale I tell in Morse code, of course. Behold a horse. A spell, of course. The chart, of course. Even dark endorse. Joan of Arc. Make no remarks. Patriarchy, hierarchy, golden arches of oligarchy. Was fentanyl meant to kill? The lent a trill, our money's mark, the darkest deals. The sharks are shrill, their shrieks like banshees. See raunchy rills, they staunch and steal. They launch and lunch, no bullshit, bullwhips. Whip appeal, they're trip for real, get a grip. They can probably sip uphill, then cover it up. There's nothing, never enough, I'm clever enough. That if never in cuffs, they'll con everyone with vaudeville and kind of kills them. Cannot kill a moral man. While banning bills, blinds for binds. We sign on the line. There's a line on this side that says conquer and divide. The conquered line, wine, Obama in the mind. Bananas aligned with bandanas behind the gang, gang, gang. These orangutans gerrymander behind a scary commander, and the local cameras are so brainwashed that Josh's brain reigns rashly on the reign of those who feign my words. Slay, it's a slashing. I'm just joshing. But even my jokes are his passion. Your rash reactions show your dissatisfaction. It's just the satisfaction of the brainwashed out to action, too guilty to apologize. Too comfy to get wise. Yeah, whatever. I don't really like to see it. Blowing thugs, growing thugs don't exist. A Capone, Al Capone, he quits. No Joe Jackson, psycho action. You got a Shimon and shit. That means move forward. 4 words that mean move. I don't mean mean, but 2 average kids or the mean can be more mean than 1 mean who makes a mean. Because it takes a team of only 2 to have tactical, practical vindictiveness. There's so much strength in numbers, you better indict the witnesses. Strength in numbers like giving a Newton-Bond, a Olivia Newton-John to get physical. And a whole team instead of one person who's bad on paper with you. And get an old fiend and a bold teen, and more you have been molded of means and dulled dreams. It might happen like bitches with echoes and holes. Like Nick Foles Green with pineapple on his diet. Because it won't taste good when you die in the dick. Even if it's a guy who dines with ample propriety, holes in society want to sample, so try it. I'll go along with good. You're a Diet Coke and Coke diet trying to get new spouse from Dallas and blue blouse in a White House, and it doesn't take a Warner Brother. The things aren't born up, rather. The Mighty Mouse isn't Ratatouille, but the one that rats. And it keeps tatted to him like that hack, Tua. Wasn't saliva from the vagina, but the villainy made by Hillary looked like an incredible Hulk cube. And everything he says is terrible, like when you talk to a two. Taking. And that's the thing you call a sad pois in patois. Oui. May we stay too abreast of the topic of the brewery can test a hobby beer and get it poppin'? I'm dopier than opiate seeds, and I've eloped with the philosophical feeding. It makes me fatter than Freemasons when it comes to learning things to make me free. I got things I've learned that you can't take from me. And I can make tea off of you. When I be off and ornery, I can take it. You're off lawfully over lawful. It's fun to laugh at you. Because I can have way less than half of you and get a good laugh from under the hood of a lemon on the side of the road than you could from a yacht. I'd rather be back in a boat than a governor whose name is German. Actually translate into a bunch of vermin who virtually ventilate an evangelical environment that includes the Ku Klux Klan, who have more mon than a Jamaican could say a Mormon when it comes to fucking up religion. That's rude, reckless, and ran. To this day, that tickles the attitude of the tab that white people get when they lay in the sand. And I'll end this lesson the way everyone that's important is. Just saying, man. Or when you want to run back, you don't want to like it, did it? First Simon says, you said play it against Sam, put it to Sam. Is that what ran the reins? Just off, man, like the Rain Man and Dustin Hoffman, like Dolph Lundgren, get dusted off. Those high loft can be half the amounts, and if you pay the right amount, know that even Bob Barker has a price. Just right, and Howie Mandel. That's how his men deal since the days of Rocky C. Marciano. That's why I be mocking country. I love Americano. Because the America I know is Latin, Puerto Rico, Africa, Pangea, land of the free, are not damned by the greed of the man who's dead, whose deed, because he's dandelion weed, that looks in the eyes of money and the eyes that we see. As grown as we agree, as we become plumb and green with envy and die to try to roll the die in the pyramid like a three-sided die because you see someone thrive. But the side you don't see is that you're really blind, and you need to have 4 eyes like the pyramid has 4 sides instead of 3. See the needle that I thread at sea, free, not as feeble as they feed me? Or maybe I made fool, like fool's gold. Maybe I see myself as Trump Lowell running through the walls in perfect sequence, but really I'm just Kool-Aid man kicking down doors that don't need to be. But I've taken this leap of faith that when I'm not weeping with Peace and Pippi, But I've taken this leap of faith that I'm not weeping with Peace and Pete my pithy. Well, it's apparent your parents are chatty. Like you keeping Kathy, I've got a fed up mind that's made up fine. Or maybe I'm going overboard like having an amphetamine with a methyl instead of coffee with it. A complex and heathful flexible from reading George Orwell 1984 and Aldous Huxley. There's a different world and a brave new world after that. And I'm not talking about the book and the TV show. After the Cosby crap and Bill Clinton like Hugh Hefner from a Hawk's Review on Mouse's oral oust of deplorable doubt and what people are blind to. Most more is what happens behind closed doors. Whether or whether or not people get high is house. Or the house, what's on the floor. It's the house. No sense of the Senate again. It's Sensimilia as sinister as the CIA talked about. Who says MIA as the Catholic minister was about? When he administered what he's called a high priest and an ad minus turd, which somehow equals more than you've ever heard. And then end of heaven heard that they would be more damned than a beaver bird. Darwinism, the Harvard prism, and making the hard decisions like CRISPR human incisions, the stem cells to make stem cells that they're made by a human like a giraffe-elan or a hippopotamus, which sounds like either you have a friend or hypocritically start shit or something in African would hypocritically charter a jet to get far as shit. No, those guys are very bad. I hope Robert Blackson smacks the yellow off my jaundiced eyes for that. But the John that decides to just remember I'll ride on your high like a Don Jack like a Don of Don Perignon and Jack, any flaming yawn with a fawn. Like I went into the wardrobe adorned in a robe like Hugh Hefner used and we have liftoff, but I don't get high on crack. In fact, I find that I don't cry over crap like people peeping in my privacy with some kind of hack. How I see it is they're blinded to the fact. And I find to get them back, you just remind them of the facts. It's Sunday and some are deep in Psalms, and you're like a peeping Tom, out back watching a wed husband and wife like your life is lacking. How could you possibly not play possum pussy because you're peeping me, Peter, punk? You're a peeping Tom, a sleeper cell. You probably can't even meet a monk, or sleep at night, or keep it right, or look at your peep at night. You're a low-life peeping Tom, what to me looks just like a beeping bomb. And at one point, around you, I couldn't be keeping calm. You weren't reaping rom from your leap from lawns to a creepy crony. You might as well wear a trench coat, you fapping phony. You just happen to hone in on how to basically be a pedophile. Because that's on the same type of level. Because of that became easy to do, you do that lame type of devil. I mean, even the friends you meet. Or the men you freak and they're probably friends that's meek because only when no one's social skills would reach the low of spatial peak. It's, I want to say, as far as SARS maybe move to Mars. You're like 10 pounds of ugly fat I'd love like the Louvre, to lose you like lard. Then you with, yard for yard. If life was length, you'd be the shortest shit. So diffuse if Lewis Black was lit. I should take for your gold on some 49er shit, like the NFL. Tried to do with my NFL Kaepernick on some Nike Do It shit. Stood for something instead of falling for anything. And like any king who did that shit has shinier shoes anytime the truth makes you feel like the person attacking has no couth. Then you're more punch drunk than college kids. You know the yachting youth, and you have no backbone like Booth. Well, that's no bone backing. You just go hoeing and hacking because you're low and you're lacking. These are getting depressing. You do some uplifting ones more. Standing your ground, show an understanding profound. That's like overstanding too much. Need to find middle ground. Violent isn't as much violence as a fiddle sounds. Little hounds belittle in crowds or attempt to. Hide when they're wild. The pride. How much time that I vowed to be more complex. Using the cortex controls the soul, abusing the for sex. As an amusing as impetus, I didn't need to use it for flex. I'm not an animal. I'm a human being with a need to be more perplexed. Shakespeare, because of fake Shakespeare, partaking peers, heartbreaking heirs weren't awake and aware that's what makes a genius. Isn't something I know about. I just know that an amount of being counted out amounted to doubt for Shakespeare. What makes clear isn't a cracked mirror, barriers to going back to before, make most want to break it some more. Be vacant, forsake it, what the fuck for? It's a broken mirror, you can't fix it, fuck it, it's trash. The worst thing about a broken mirror is you can still see yourself in it. So if you throw it out, it still reflects a broken reflection of you. You can't ignore it or pulverize it to the point of a pistol. You can't shoot it, like old Yeller, back in the yard. I'm yellow and old. If I yell, you can still scroll, my skrill stole. But I still feel whole because skrill isn't a real role. My guild goals are fulfilled. Every time I defeat a foe, if the Nile's a river in Egypt, then your motherfuckers feel my flow. It's too bad I make you seasick. My theme's thick and flea flickers. Yeah. Every time that you see flickers, they send subliminal messages. Subliminal animus go ius bismal, man, in US bill. Subhuman and ill. So you need this pill. Side effects are chills. In every tense of the word. Sped up to fulfill the FDA. I'm fed up with the sea of full of fads. Successfully fulfill the Amazonian peace full of ads. And I don't feel peace with no ads. They say there's no peace for nomads, but my peace is so mad. Soma, a brave new world with gonads that goes hard. Snakes slithering and hovering hose guarded. I'm the rose that grows ardent. They say boo to bam, flour and butter. I rose as a weed, pierce my woes with B. Reed, Master Reed, or Mr. Reed, Rasta made breed, Master Race, chubby checker did the mashed potatoes. With spice. You're not a chubby chaser if you want to smash and lay low pot spice. Rice cold if I was a spice, sold for a price I'd be patrolled by the vice. It's a slippery slope in which I cope in a soapbox atop a high horse on a petroleum ice rope-a-dope. Flea flicker, Stanley Kubrick flicker, fucking leave quicker, knock knock the hamburglar. Coupon code swiper, orange you glad, McDonald's red and yellow gives you the green light to go. Benjamin Banner's your bro. Panera bread, Pangea Panaderia. Paranoid of America, eye camera Polaroid, polarized by a caveman, a scholar won't be monopolized. By lies manipulated by the op in his eyes. These chickens, the way they spinish, for you popular guys. I pop, Popeye, smoking pot to eat pie, I'll make a pot pie. My red roses cross Little Caesars, like Moses crosses the Red Seas. Drink a Brutus and eat you at Applebee's. Please battle me. If you face me, I'll make you kiss the ring. I don't care if your dynasty is duck. I don't give a fuck, honestly. You're Hicks. Nix the chicken if not necessary. Shit 86 the chicken like we should have did to Nixon in 86. Fact checker. It was Ronald Reagan and racist rhetoric increased the racket for the rich. Roe v. Wade. Whoa, need raid. These cucarachas and chupacabras let P. Diddy kill Tupac and Biggie probably in a boxymoron. Was taken away like Calgon. It could have been a Galcon. Look at the outcome and an income. This chick, even her name is an oxymoron. Doing more robbing than giving. Remain civil singing country like Aaron Neville, elitist Elon Musk, multiplications minus plus. Made him an exponential amounts of gold. Fucking Midas touch. I know the tortoise beats the hare. It doesn't take a medium to see when it's all at stake. It's well done meeting someone as rare as me. And if you dare him seas, I steer the seas. I sparingly spar with Mike, not because of fear. Him like SARS to fold and heal. But Holyfield beat him. And almost ended up like the painter of Starry Night, which pops like something that Sierra missed. A Stevie Wonder about America being blind to its history. Being colorblind will only make it a mystery. Something for homicide units and Scooby-Doo and Ice-T to see. Indubitably popping and locking, copping and cock ring popsicle. So I have the option in the cold cock you. Who's gonna rock you? Well, we. I'll with free will when I free my willy for free. You're on my dick now. You feel my wee. That's not wee. But it's so hot, dog, she rides it like, wee, all the way home. Home, get her off, but can't get her off of it. Addicted to my dick, I can't wait to interrupt. This is an old one. I don't write like that no more. Yeah, the sexual innuendos need to end, though. I mean, they don't need to end. They're funny, but not in the context that it's in. In the political description, it's like not your typical way to transcend the message. It makes it look like fucking a sausage party. I don't understand. I'm off in the Yes, I do understand. And that's why I said it. I'm over the commandment that I had before, and I'm getting better. I'm better and better. Every time I'm butter with my betterness, and I get it. Never bitter. I'm up to bat, and I got it. I'm upside down like a bat, but inside out too, and I'll reverse you, and you don't even know what's about, dude. Yo, I like confusing people, and I'm like a Rubik's Cube when I do it, when I'm like Confucius. Yo, but I'm not obnoxious. Yo, I'm just used to this. I'm not like the Riddler, because I'm more like Bane, or anyone a brick Batman made. Yo, Batman ain't the shit. The CAT scan is the cat's died. Who gives a fuck? Your parents died. What the hell? It's a parent, you're a guy. Because only a guy would write something for a guy like that to get all the money from his parents and then be a superhero and crap. Yo, but in crap, it's a lot of crap. If it was dice and rolled, it'd be craps. And you pick a 19-year-old over Baps. Yo, but I got it. It's like trap. It's a trap. It's a, I don't know. Is it a rat trap? Is it a rat race? Is it a fat face on your wall? Is it a football that you follow? Is it a Coliseum? Is it the Roman Empire? Are you trying to be him? And when my Roman candle, can I handle like Randall when I scramble? I can handle better, but I'm the man. I eat you with my mandible. And you taste like cheddar cheese. And I know because of the money. But Cheddar Bob got shot in the leg, and I know that he's a fucking dummy. But when I shoot right between your eyes and give you a third eye like me. It's not even violent. It's violence. And fucking you can see in 3D. You'll be able to see the dimensions I can and release the tension in the henchman with them. I'll blow you up like nitroglycerin and release the sin. Yo, but the sin is good sometimes, but not the way you do it. And you can't do it in the sake of righteousness because it's not right and do it. You need to know. And fucking, I'm going to need to know basis. But I need to know oasis because you need to be not so faceless. Take that faceless fucking Ku Klux shit off. I don't give two fucks. I'll get nunchucks and rip you off. I mean, I'll rip your head off. I'll rip you off the head and shoulders. You got a dander commander-in-chief, and I know I'm not a boulder mover like Sisyphus. Yeah, I know that I'm platypus. And, you know what kind of animal that is? You know how it happened if Pangea split in a different section? There was animals, there were marsupials, and they were elected to have mutations. And some over here, it was too cold there. And they transformed where? They stayed. And then a trillion dipped. Then all the criminals who were white came in and shit. And now they're like, hey, Aborigine guy, and the Aborigine guy is drinking some tea. Well, I don't know if that's the fucking right shit. All I know is from movies, and I got it from Crocodile Dundee. Hey, mate. I'm sexist and racist. That's not a knife. Bang! I know. I love America. Let's see. I have a manic state that I can't escape, pedantic taste, and a dramatic face, a romantic waist, a grown man replaced, I know a handsome face. Show hands in a place, who knows this man is great, no hands are raised, because no grown man is praised for having Cro-Magnon gonads for people that get hazed. When you show out and blow out on SoundCloud for days, my gone clown sounds amazing, because it's also not simple, and a salsa hot sample, as this rap chooses to show, not a loser either, though on it anatomically not as big as its grandiosity. That's awesome, though. I don't know. This is an old one, too. I'm afraid to read it because I don't know what I do. Yeah, because I've changed my style up. I've grown and matured a little bit. I'm still immature and shit. But it's pure shit, like the Michigan should be. I'm like my transmission is switching Meshuggah, see? Because I don't have a transmission. That's why it's Meshuggah. That's some Yiddish for you. I'm more British than you know, dude. It turns out that it wasn't Irish. I'm mostly British in there. English for the white part. Mostly black, though. And I got the Congo. And I beat the bongos. And I'm gonna have a beautiful day like Bono. And mano with mano, you don't want to face me. And I would face your chick, but you got mono. And it's basic to see. Yeah, she got pink eye too. Because I think the guy's you. I think you got the flu and all kinds of sickness. HIV. You give high fives to guys and you got high fives. You can give it to everybody. Because you have bloody hands when you do it. Stop my bloody hand! And then you get high five together. And then you're not the man. Yo, but I cannot stand. I sit like a civil sit-in. Because I believe in it shit. I believe that I'm leaving without grievances. I could die today. And I'd be leaving like even Stevenson. Yo, because I believe in me. And I believe in the right and the righteous and the fight that I want. And it's tight in this joint. Money-wise. But fucking I'll get it and I'll kill you like Pennywise. Yeah. And it's wise to save a penny. A penny saved is a penny earned. Many learned that Mr. Birds and Smithers and shit, fuck that, I'm Bill Withers in this bitch. Lovely day, lovely day. Oh, I got a glove that it fucking fits. Because I murdered it, I shove any MC out the way. Push him, I'm like a dove. Prince is dove. Because my imprint is love. And like Prince, I play the classical. Every time I'm just like Jurassic cool. And I'm crazy cool too. When I got it, what the fucking amazing fuel. That I got, I'm like gassed up never. But I'm fucking firing with gas. And I'm burning, cooking. What the fuck? You need to look out real fast. Yo, because it's a cookout. Every time you get Facebook, you need to book out. Because you get cased and booked. And I'm not even like book 'em, Danny. I'm not like a flat foot. But, yo, what the fuck? I'm just fat in this joint. Couldn't think of nothing in the last one. I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like I need a psychologist. I feel like I missed an appointment. Just over that last line. That's how much of a perfectionist I am. I don't know if that's the right direction to spin it. A perfectionist? Who's a perfectionist who freestyles? I mean, it's like opposites, isn't it? It's like sculpting. It's like sketching. It's like catching with eyes closed, kind of. It's like having bad eyesight or just using sonar location. And I'm not Night Boner. I'm like Kirk Cameron. I'm like worth it. I need more recent references. Yo, but I can step to this like yo, I'm just deaf as shit like someone who sees really well. I guess if Stevie Wonder plays like that, I wonder if I believe that I could bring thunder like that. Closing my eyes, it's not changing the damn thing. I'm rearranging. What the fuck? I'm just mad I don't got wings. Red Bull dead. Fucking the head's cool, but fucking not have the flu and be like that Red Bull do. The bull who has 23 and 2 divided by 3 is 3 sixes. Then he can fly. Do you see? I don't know. That's fucking making connections. I don't do that. I'm not 23 Jim Carrey direction. Yo, everything I talk about has always been true. All of these things that make me fucking sometimes feel blue. But it's like a hue that is good in my blues. Because I move it, I'm thanks to use, I'm like Langston Hughes. Someone pranking you, better than Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, but what the fuck, that motherfucker's butchered. He's a Diddy doer. Did he do what did he? Probably. He probably needs to hang with Lorena Bobbitt, I see. Yo, but I don't stop at my degree as high intelligence should be in Harvard. Or MIT, I see. Like, and you see me, I'm like not a tiny T I am, but I got it to here I am. Yeah, but Tiny Tim is big, isn't he? But I don't want to be physically big. I want to be mentally. Yo, I'm meant to be, and I'm like big. He's small, kind of. No, I'm not at all. Kind of. He was a poet. You know what? He had Moet. And, I had Moet. Back in the day, I admitted, PCP says, your PCP is okay, your brain's not dead. It's a dopamine agonist. Dopamine is my problem. I got a dragon fist. I'm not a dope, not mean, I'm bragging. What is this? This looks kind of cool. Maybe I can just look at this and pull out little parts of it. You can't pay attention to anything, so you cause a scene. I mentioned we kings. I had a dream. We're not kings anymore. I don't believe that. What the fuck when I score? I will just make it, edit it as I go, but this kind of crazy pageantry isn't the adjacency of a healthy person. You pick your moments. The most of them aren't craziest things in movies and shit. What moves me and shit is wit, people, and patience, prosperity. There's insincerity in some of what I spit, but there's not also. Because I'm a passionate person, I'm capable of feeling powerful and liking to take from a person. But I don't partake in this version of the most of the time. It's mostly allusions to former days now. I have a ladder design. To take this ladder of mine to Lewis Latimer High. Like the light bulb over your head. You know Latimer's that guy. Black inventors like Benjamin Banneker, every time you're at that stoplight, don't think of green or red or yellow, right? Mix them together. Think of brown, because that's why they have them in town. Yeah, every time I'm in the car, I think it. I tell people that all the time. See a racist motherfucker, I think do with his fascist face, and he's blind. Then he's blinded by the light. It's like a song. But he's like, like not right. I know he's wrong. All day, well, what the fuck? He probably wears the thong. It would look good on him. Right up in his ass crack. A wedgie. Fucking, to his other friend, it would look like a sand wedgie at that. Like a sand wedgie he would eat. Or like some iceberg. And it's like Titanic sinking, and he just hit a nice berg. An iceberg, nice berg, but not Nick Berg, rest in peace. Yo, man, every time I think of that, it's not the recipe for me. Yo, that guy was so fucking special. Yeah, because no rehearsal, that shit broke me up. What the fuck? I'm not smoking too much. I smoke a vape. I'm not an 8. God damn it. Is it baked or broiled? Yo, but I take it that I'm loyal. I mean, I knew Nick a little. I took DeLorean. She went to the prom with him. I'm gonna paint it a little. I'ma just make it matriculate every time. What the fuck? And now my particular thing that I bring up is like articulate, and I said it, and I'm ridiculous. When I got this ill skill, and it's perpendicular to you, never parallel. You couldn't do it. You're catty corner, and you're petty, dude. Yo, I got it when I'm going, when I'm moving, and I'm moving, and I'm grooving like that. Still, I got a groove back. I'm just a smooth black, and I just knew it like that. Knew it like Nike do it every time I'm like a fluid, and I'm moving just like this. Said it King Tut, but the fuck don't swing with sluts, but I sling like a pitch. It's hit from John Kruk. I can do it with one nut, but I got two. Who cares? Go Gonzo when I got you. What the fuck you don't got flow? Every time I know that I know more than macho, but I'm more than nacho. Yo, because that's nacho cheese. I'll take it. Give it to me, please.
You know what? Let me try something different. Let me pull my pants up a little bit and throw something a little on.
Like misdirections.
Over here on this side. What might happen if I try this shit a little bit? And that's all I did.
This beat is off the chain. Let's find something good. You stoop to a level, you stoop to a level, you stoop to a level. You're poop and the devil, you're poop and the devil, you're poop and the devil. What is the Stasi? Is it the Newsy? Is it shooting the Uzi? Is it Gruzy? Is it shots from the paparazzi? No, is it shots at Kanye? But no, what is it? It's shots at the Nazi? That would be the same thing. Yo, but I came in the king, now I leave. Not the king, cause that's not the ting, I believe. Yo, Pat Suave, but I got it down pat. Every time I do it, I'm so smooth like that. Suave. Like Rico. Every time, everything I speak, yo. Yo, it's like hace mucho color en aquí. That means it's hot in here in Espanol. Habla Espanol? Tu hables? I don't know. Did I say it right? I don't know. I'm an a-hole. I'm an a-hole and a k-hole in pit. That's back in the day, though. But I got something to say, so. I say so. I'm kicking it like Pele when I do it. What the fuck? And give me them pesos. Pesos and gold when I kick it like that. I got soul. What the fuck? Not frigid. I'm black. And we don't like frigid. We not at the equator, but Africa, yo, when you understand some Sarah Heron flavor, that should be hot. 96 degrees in the shade. 99 problems. And I'm breezing, because I ain't bitch made. How many problems can you create that can just run right over like a hurdle and shit? Like a Ninja Turtle could get. You call me your turtle, I must have had a fucking training in fucking painting. Yo, but I got it, ain't a thing, I said it before. Yo, but ain't a fucking fate thing because I get so far. Never fate, because I got it in the paint, and I'm backing down and I'm fucking scoring. Yo, why didn't I dribble pass? Every time you fucking, it's a simple nipple ass, you can't do it. Yo, I got them Reebok pumps, pump it up. Then they get too tight and fucking my leg gets stuck. Then I get an ACL. That's the after Christ ligament. Because I don't know but believe in the faith, but I like Jesus and he's infinite. Sometimes I believe your ID is created, like it's furnished and it's IKEA, then you made it. Bought it at the place and then you put it together, and then you take it apart and then you do it again forever. I think when people have opinions, it's like, you peel it back many layers like an onion, and the dominion they try to take over it is like their minions. Some people need someone to listen to. Daddy's coming home. That's what daddy needs to do. And you need a Diddy daddy probably, or R. Kelly, you stupid guy. What the fuck? And you're not even stupid fly. You didn't even hit anyone in the heart like a girl or nothing was a Cupid try. Your love is fake. Like the glove don't fit. Yo, but you can't murder it. Fucking beef for the burger. Debate over the debate he couldn't do. A debacle? What the fuck? You need spectacles to see it, dude. But there's a spectacle that happened. Scared of a girl. Yeah, Kamala needed a prominent world. He was scared to debate her. It was so funny. Hilarious. Moving forward. So smug. So smug. Do you ever feel like that? Probably not. You know, when you're doing something evil, you're kicking somebody when they're down and trying to hope they stay down so they don't pass you. Cheating to get ahead and fucking wishing the worst. And then you can't really feel smug after that. You just feel like a bug. Yo, why's a bug? A bug will do. Yo, a hug will do. You need a hug. You're a bugaboo. You're a juggalo. No, you're not. You're fucking Naturine Garofalo. Yo, but I think Jeffrey, for those at your toys, Kitty City, though. I don't know. You're like not the real McCoy, you decoy. Yo, but I be boys. No, I don't. I be boys. I be B-boy and also be a boy. Stay afloat. And I go to remote modes and go there and float with floaties on. I look up at the castle and start waving at that bitch. Like, these alligators are cool. Like, I'm having it in there and shit. Then there's these animals. They're like the biggest rodents on earth. Yo, they chill with the crocodiles like they don't know their worth. Yo, they be riding crocodiles because they're all about that zen. Some people like to say it different then. I saw a description talking about these animals. What are they called? Yo, but he put it in kind of like a Christian revolving door. I don't know. Oh, what are they called? They're called papyrums or some papyrus. Papyrs or something. Papyrus. That's paper. These fucking animals are cool. They look like big ass mice, big ass rats, but not big mice. They're not Mighty Mouse, but they're bigger than Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse will probably whip their ass. Fictional characters can fight a traditional character who actually exists. In my plane, because I'm not playing, what the fuck? I get in the plane, not on it and shit. Yo, I got us on it real quick. I am a contaminator. I got it. I'm not a dynamic challenger. I am more than dynamic. I'm gigantic. I'm fucking coming through on my Lantas. What you need? You need to have something for your stomach. You need Pepto-Bismol. I got more pep to you and you can't step. What the fuck? I'll leave you Bismol. Yo, I'm like Bismarcky. And you're like that bitch, blah, blah, blah. Now you were just a friend. And now you're just a blonde. Because you're ditzy as shit. You left a good-ass guy and a hood-ass try is what you had. Then you ghetto looking like you made by Geppetto and you Pinocchio just lie. Every time, what the fuck, I'm poking the hoes. But I'm poking them on Facebook, though. Not poking them hoes, because they be poking the holes in my dick with the fucking kecker score, bro. Thanks for the kecker score, whore. That's what I wouldn't say. That's what you do when you did it every day. Like a ditty you did, like fucking Tucker would do. When Daddy's coming home? Daddy's, infinite. I mean, not infinite. He's a dimwit. Dimwit. I don't know. Dim sum. You win some and dim sum you lose. All right, that's enough for now. I'm tired.